What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. We're going to be talking about Scream 7 in this video here today. So just like I stated at the beginning of my last video I just uploaded, the Scream 7 cast continues to grow because we got news today from Deadline that Sam Rechner is the latest addition to Paramount and Spyglass Media Group's Scream 7. Deadline is reporting this, and other reputable trades have put out this news. No word on the character he's playing. As previously announced, Neve Campbell is set to reprise her Scream Queen role as Sidney Prescott alongside other up-and-comers, including Isabel May, Celeste O'Connor, Asa Gurman, and McKenna Grace. As of now, the slasher's logline remains under wraps, and we know only that May has been tapped to play Sidney's daughter. Goes on to talk about how the film is the latest in the long meta-horror franchise and how Scream 6 made a high domestic gross, yada yada yada. Now, I'm right there with you all, already making those comments. Who? Shout out to the New Day. I don't know who this person is. I am not familiar with them. It says they were in the Fablemans. I've watched the Fablemans once. So if I revisit it, I might recognize them. Maybe if I had watched the Fablemans more than once, I would know who this is. But they just aren't ringing a bell for me. I'm not familiar with how talented they are or aren't. But again, if I recognize them in the Fablemans, because I'm going to revisit that, I'll kind of be able to gauge if this person is a good performer or not. Now, I looked up some details about them. This person is 6 feet tall, which makes me think that perhaps they are going to be using this person to play either Logan, who is supposed to be the hot, mysterious neighbor, or, of course, there's the chance that he's going to be Brian, which is supposed to be Taylor's boyfriend, who is going to be sneaking into his room at night to recreate a Billy Loomis sequence from the opening of, or after the very first scene we got after the opening in the original Scream. However, I'm kind of set on him being Logan. The only reason I say that is because he's 6 feet tall. Logan's been described as a Ted Bundy-like character. He's the son of Jennifer, who is supposed to be a friend of Sidney. Ted Bundy himself, I believe, was also around 6 feet tall. So I'm thinking that this is going to be the hot neighbor kid, Logan. And of course, for obvious reasons, he could be our killer. He does seem to be someone who could fit the mold of Ghostface. Wouldn't mind seeing him behind the mask, not going to lie. Again, I will revisit the Fablemans to gauge if he would be giving us a worthy performance or not. But he's 6 feet tall. Ted Bundy was also 6 feet tall, and the description of Logan makes me confident this is who Logan will be. I think Logan is going to be this new guy that, again, I have no idea who the fuck he is, but all the best of luck to him and everybody that keeps joining this project. Like I said in the past, yes, all of the optics surrounding the film are not what I personally intended either. What happened was unfortunate, but with everything drying up in Hollywood, people going on about how opportunities are hard to come by, and it's like work is moving away from Los Angeles. All of this is correlated and can be traced back to those two strikes. I've been trying to talk about this for the longest time. If you're someone who talked to me during the strikes, you already know what my thoughts were on the strikes. I thought that everybody's heart were in the right positions. They had their heart in the right place. Yes, they are old, they're worth, but the problem became going on strike at the wrong time. Because a lot of people were saying that after these strikes, what's happening was going to happen. A lot of people aren't able to find work. They're still moving forward with freaking AI. They're still moving forward with AI. And all these other things that are just being contracted still, because Hollywood is in this contraction phase. So it's a no-brainer that people would jump onto the upcoming installment of a long-running horror franchise because job opportunities are becoming hard to come by. They're not going to just walk away from Hollywood and say, you know what, I'm going to go get a desk job. If they have a passion for this, they're going to do their best to keep it alive, and they're going to join projects like Scream 7, despite the optics around it. And again, if you're not willing to pay for them and support them financially, I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. You're gonna start to wrap your mind around certain realities. If they don't do anything for work, no one else is gonna help them. Let's just theorize really quick on this Logan character. If Logan is Jennifer's son, who is supposed to be, again, a friend of Sidney's, Logan could 100% be the killer. Has the appropriate height, assuming this actor is supposed to be playing Logan. And I would imagine if he has this Ted Bundy vibe to him, they're going to do their best to make us think Logan is the killer up front, so that way we immediately don't believe it's him, and then they might pull a Billy Loomis with him. I could see Kevin Williamson just not helping himself and doing that with Logan. I could see Logan being so obvious throughout the movie that when it's ultimately revealed to be him, it still works and catches us off guard because of the fact that maybe you save him for a second reveal or even a third reveal, depending on how many killers there are. So we'll see what comes of that. I did want to also theorize on a narrative for Sidney Prescott, because I know that in Scream 6, there is this narrative surrounding Sam Carpenter in which the Bailey, specifically Quinn Bailey, went online and made up this rumor that she's the one who actually was responsible for the Woodsboro murders and that Amber and Richie was innocent. She framed them, yada, yada, yada. Maybe post-Scream 6, thanks to the Baileys' unfortunate stupidity and the exposure they now have, maybe all of that has course-corrected Sam's reputation, but has put a negative spotlight on people like Gale Weathers and Sidney Prescott. And maybe you have a narrative in which you have a killer who simply has always wanted to kill someone, but wanted to kill someone who deserved it. Maybe it's just something sick and twisted like that. And maybe another underlying motivation for them is not only have they always wanted to kill someone, maybe they've always wanted to kill a celebrity who they thought was a sellout, who went against their morals, went against what they previously stood for. Maybe this person was a big fan of Sidney at one point, and they are sick to their stomach that she continues to align herself of the likes of people like Gale Weathers, and that she seemingly continues to profit off of the stab movies in her own regard, because she might have told them, hey, I don't want you guys using my story anymore for your movies. But who knows how Sidney may or may not still be profiting off of the Stab franchise. And maybe this person learns about it, so they go after Sidney because of this. I could see a narrative like that playing out, where you have some sort of victim blaming going on, and maybe, just maybe, another underlying motivation for this said person who is tired of Sidney Prescott, thinks she deserves to die, doesn't think she deserves the peace or the family she's garnered since she's gone against her morals. Maybe this person not only has always wanted to kill someone who is deserving of it, but they've always wanted to be celebrated in the public eye because of this. And you can start off with a character like Gale Weathers, who could die mid-movie, doesn't have to be the opening kill. And then you work your way up to a Sidney Prescott. But then when Gale dies, like, we can literally see online reactions, maybe even reactions in the community, how people celebrate Gale dying and how desensitized we all are and how nasty we can be towards the topic of something as gruesome as murdering someone, that to the point we're celebrating it because of the things they've done in their life. And if this sounds familiar, yes, this is also inspired by what's going on in the news lately with that, what is his name, Luigi person? I've been inspired by the Luigi narrative. I just think that would be a cool narrative to take in Scream 7, have some dashes of victim blaming, maybe having an online space where people are sick of it, people like Gale Weathers, Sidney Prescott, so they're wanting to see them killed and they want to be celebrated in the public eye because of this. That's their hope. That could be a cool motivation to explore with Ghostface. But let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. In the description, I have links on the social media accounts. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there to let me know any movies, news, or reviews you'd like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.